What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Lindsley back here at Rosie's Corner. It is indeed a Fish Friday. You can get the entree version for dinner or the lunch version. Of course, the mac and cheese, the coleslaw, the fries. It's all on the side. It's all delicious and ready to go. Pizza wing combos all day today, all day tomorrow for all the games as well. You can try the garlic parm wings, the gold fever wings. Stop in to Rosie's Corner right now. You can dine in, you can take out, and of course download the Slice app and order right from there as well. Meatball bomber, hot and cold subs, you name it. Everything that you need for desserts and chips on the side with your Pepsi products in the cooler. So make sure you get on down here to Rosie's Corner. It's a bye week for the Syracuse Orange football team, but I think if you're a Cuse fan, I don't think you could ask for anything more. I mean, they're 5-0. Maybe the only other thing would be that, they didn't blow leads against Purdue and Virginia and have to come back. It's nice to win more comfortably, but you're really splitting hairs there. I did not have this team going 5-0 to start the year. I had this team winning 4 games all season, and they've already won one more, and I was wrong, obviously. But there's a couple reasons why Syracuse is undefeated and why I have some decent confidence going into the gauntlet of games, which starts next week against NC State. They're going to start playing some major top 25 teams, man. They got NC State, Clemson. They got to deal with, obviously, Pittsburgh. They got to deal with Wake Forest. Notre Dame might be ranked by the time, they play Syracuse. So the schedule is brutal, and this is now where we find out how good they are. But I think there are a couple of reasons, not only why they're here, but also that give you this, by the same token, confidence in moving forward in playing better teams. It starts with Garrett Schrader. I mean, he's been absolutely unbelievable this year. I thought if the team was able to move the football, Schrader was going to have to go down the field at some particular point. This is 2022. You can't have, Sean Tucker running like Red Grange every game. I mean, you got to have, this isn't the Jim Thorpe football days. It's not Otto Graham and Marion Motley and the Cleveland Browns, the Jim Brown, whatever. You got to be able to throw the football. And they've been able to do that. And Garrett Schrader has been able to check down multiple guys now. It's not just first progression and then immediately just run if it's not there. There's a second look. There's a third look before he takes off. The running has stayed pretty solid, but it's been the passing. It's been the accuracy. It's been getting the ball to guys across the board. It's been a committee of wide receivers, one of which, though, is now pretty much the number one in Aronde Gadsden, who's had an unbelievable year. Obviously caught that game winner against Purdue. He runs all the great routes. You can use him on the boundary. You can use him across the middle. He's fantastic. And, of course, you have the Syracuse defense. It's been absolutely suffocating this year as well. Caleb Okechukwu with a big interception against Purdue. Deuce Chestnut, Garrett Williams continue to play well in the secondary. Michael Jones is a beast. Marlo Wax is doing well. Obviously, they've had some injuries on both sides of the ball and kind of trying to work people in and all the rest. But you look at it right now, and there's a lot to look at for positivity and having success down the road, in these tougher games against really good teams. And Syracuse, by the way, is going to have to go on the road now quite a bit, right? I mean, they haven't really been on the road. They hosted Louisville. They hosted Purdue. They hosted Virginia. They hosted Wagner. And the road game, the only lone road game of the year, was at UConn, a terrible team. So Syracuse now gets tested. They're going to have obviously host NC State, but it's at Clemson, it's at Pitt, it's at Wake. I mean, there's some big time road games there. They got to deal with a Florida State team that looks like they're maybe turned a little bit of a corner with Mike Norvell as head coach and Jordan Travis at quarterback. So this is going to be a very, very interesting next 7 games for Syracuse. I think that they probably go 3-5. In this final stretch here, obviously 3-4, excuse me, which would still be pretty good. It puts you at 8-4, but I think there is a good chance they could go 4-3. And wow, could you imagine if they went 4-3? Even better than that would be wild. But 4-3 puts you at 9-3 overall, and that to me is look. If you're a Syracuse football fan, you got to be happier than a pig in shit, because going into this season, I had zero expectations. Dino Babers' teams have collapsed in October and November in past years, so that is definitely something to pay attention to. Where are Syracuse's weaknesses? Probably, the young D-line, offensive line depth. You know, giving up on occasion the big play for as good as Garrett Williams and Deuce Chestnut are, and I think Garrett Williams is going to be on the NFL for sure one day. They do give up the big play when they're solo covered and all that. There might be times in the ACC where they have to deal with that as well. So it's time to see what Syracuse has to offer. The good news is playing that home game against NC State. You got a bye week. You get 2 weeks to prepare. Let's see what Syracuse can do. I'm told that over 41,000 tickets have already been sold for this NC State game. Maybe Central New York can actually get a sellout in the Carrier Dome, get that place louder than loud, and try to get another victory. And could you imagine if they did take care of business against the top 25 NC State team? Syracuse at 6-0, you start to kind of wonder and think maybe it could be a 10-win season. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports take from Rosie's Corner. Pizza, wings, hot and cold subs, and more. Get in here for Fish Friday today. And, of course, the mac and cheese, fries, and coleslaw on the side. Don't forget, next week we come back around for comfort foods, meatloaf Monday, turkey slop Tuesday, chicken and biscuit Wednesday, back to mac and cheese on both Thursday, Friday, and fish, of course, on Fridays as well. I crushed the comfort food this week. I had the turkey slop. I had the chicken and biscuits. Cannot wait for the mac and cheese later today. Cannot wait for all of Rosie's food. You got to get down here. Route 11, right in front of the Brewerton Bridge. If you're in and around Central New York, Rosie's Corner is a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, and please like my YouTube channel right here. Like the video, I should say, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mike L Sports. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games.